Hey everyone, I thought I'd do a quick video because I haven't done one in ages, and with Christmas coming up, hope you like the hat by the way, I stole it from you know who. With Christmas coming up, then there's so much stuff going on at the moment, and I've seen a lot of private clients, and there's a few things that keep cropping up that are either making us feel stressed or anxious, or we're just having little conflicts about. So I thought I'd do a really quick video just to put those things out into the open. And I'm also going to follow this up and just do like a really quick summary, I guess, of, I don't want to say do's and don'ts because it certainly isn't like that at all, but if I can do anything, just offer some perspective and share some things that I'm having, conversations about at the moment, as I say, with clients and other people that I come across. So there are three kind of areas, I guess, that I wanted to touch on. The first one is kind of financial pressures and social media and that sort of thing. The second one then is about exercise. The third one is our nutrition and what we choose to drink, shall we say. So firstly, with the finances part, Christmas is known now to be getting more expensive by the year practically. I don't have the figures on the top of my head, but I think they did a thing, last week talking about Christmas dinner and actually how much we pay to just eat in our own homes and how much more expensive it is now compared to say 5 years ago. Likewise, when you go out for lunch, Christmas lunch, I think you end up paying like £70 a head or something stupid, so actually at the moment, everything's really increasing. And because you have time off, naturally people want to do things, they want to go out and explore and share, certain experiences with those around them, which is absolutely fine. But usually they come at quite a cost, and if you've got a family, then again, paying per person can quite quickly add up the pennies. So I just wanted to firstly offer a bit of perspective around that, and maybe a little bit of a reality check, because actually there's still a lot of things that we can do with our time off, with the people that we care about, and we don't actually have to spend any money. So it might be that you you make the most of the outdoors, to certain places, like museums, for example, and other places that you can go to where you don't actually have to pay to enter, and you can still share and do things with those people around you. Or, let's not forget we've actually got time to be in our own home, so why not make the most of that? And it might just be that you actually invite people over to you, and you enjoy having some quality time with people. One thing that we moan about is not being able to really catch up with people properly, and always having snatched moments here, there, and everywhere. So why not use it as a really good opportunity to just have quality time, actually talk to people around us, because that's the one thing that we probably are guilty of not doing that well through the rest of the year. And with that, I think there's such a high pressure and expectation on people to do something. And why? It's not a competition, it's not about who spends the most money, it's not about who does this, who does that. Actually, all that matters is just that you enjoy doing what you're doing with the people around you, and if you have a nice time, then that's that. So I guess a quick summary would be, yeah, do things, but maybe explore some other options about things that don't necessarily cost that much money or money at all. Make the most of being in your own home with the people that you care about. And like I say, don't get caught up in that social media frenzy and that competitiveness, natural friendly competitiveness that maybe we don't realize that we're doing, where we're trying to see what other people are doing and we want to try and keep up, because as I said, it's not about that. Coming on to the exercise then, whether you're an athlete, whether you're not an athlete and you just train, you want to just look after yourself and keep fit and healthy and all of that, then again, it's a really weird time, because I guess people want to either try and keep the weight off, or they just want to completely indulge, or whatever. There is no right and wrong, and that's why I don't want to get caught in the do's and don'ts, but maybe see it as an opportunity to just do something a little bit different. So for most people it's a natural break, whether that's work, the gym's closing, things naturally being shut and being a little bit quieter. So why not use it as an opportunity? If you do still want to carry on doing some exercise, then do other things. There's plenty of little workouts and stuff that you'll be able to find online, and I'm sure you probably know yourself anyway, that you could just do in your own living room watching Christmas films. You don't have to actually leave your home or the people that you're there with. So you can do things there. You can go out for a walk, you can go out for a run. you know, and think about other ways, as I said, of actually doing things and getting a bit of exercise. So it might not be that you want to hit the gym, but maybe just use it as a really good opportunity to take the whole family out and go for a long walk or go for a cycle. You know, do fun things. Anything that's physical activity is a good thing. It doesn't have to be prescribed, doesn't have to be exercise. You know, just being active and being with the people that you care about at this time of year can be all that we need. But if you do want to, you know, kick back and not do anything, then that's fine as well. So, you know, it's entirely up to you. But I think what I'm trying to get across is that actually variety is key, and having a little bit of flexibility at this time of year can be really useful and really healthy. Keeps things fresh. It gives you a little bit of a physical and mental break. And you don't, you know, if you want to do things and keep ticking over, then fine, do that, because then you're not going to feel guilty or whatever. But, you know, there isn't any need to punish yourself, and keep going at it 100%, because let's face it, when we get a few months down the line, you'll probably be wishing that you did have a little bit of time off. And then when it comes to the food and the alcohol consumption thing, again, you know, it's not a do's and don'ts. I think it's more about perspective. So it's a time when we naturally indulge, a time when we're surrounded by food, we're surrounded by cakes and treats and chocolates, and there's drinks practically all over the place, and you can't go anywhere without there being something labelled as a Christmas treat. So, you know, that's fine. Just do things in moderation, I guess. You know, balance is key to all of this. If you want to eat nice things and you want to do what you want to do, then go for it. But, you know, bear in mind that actually it's not necessarily normal for us to just go on a mad binge for 2 weeks. You know, physically that has consequences, not in terms of weight, but in terms of our sleep patterns, in terms of our energy levels, you know, our sugar highs and lows. That's not a good thing for us to get into. So, you know, from a physical side, it's not great. And those things alone can actually have an impact on our mental health and our well-being, our mood through that as well. Because if our sleep's being disrupted, we're not exactly going to wake up in the best frame of mind. You know, and our sugar highs and lows are not, again, they're not going to have a great impact on our mood. And it might be that you completely blow out, but then you feel guilty as hell afterwards. So what was the point in that? And on the other side of it, if you completely restrict yourself, then you've missed out. You know, food and alcohol is a social thing, and a lot, if we do it in the right way, it's something that we enjoy, and we share those experiences with the people around us. So don't deprive yourself, but maybe keep a little bit of a reality check. There might be some swaps that you can do, but again, I wouldn't necessarily get into that. So it can be a little bit over the top in itself. You know, why not just eat pretty normal, exercise pretty normal? If you want to have a few drinks, have a few drinks. If you want to have a few treats along the way, have a few treats along the way, and don't feel that guilty about it, because it's a time when you can do that. But like I said, you know, it's quite difficult to have this as an all or nothing time of year, because you're surrounded by stuff, and you're either gonna emotionally feel pretty poor because of the fact that you've deprived yourself and you've missed out. So again, as I said, emotionally it's not going to be that great, or you completely blow out and go the other way. And again, the other side of that, physically and emotionally, you feel terrible because you've just abused your body practically for 2 weeks. So, you know, keep it in moderation, do things in a balance, keep active, do things with the people that you love and the people that you care about. Enjoy just having quality time with those around you, and, you know, keep everything in balance. There's no need to go all or nothing on this. Just have a little bit here and there. If you want to treat yourself, go for it. But if you're going to do that, don't feel guilty afterwards. Just know that, you know, you have to look after yourself then on a couple of the other days, and have those treats in moderation along the way. So as I said, I'll put this in a quick summary. It's just some little bits that we can think about, and hopefully it'll be useful for people just to get a reality check and get that perspective, as I said, on maybe how you want to progress across this next couple of weeks, and things that maybe will just ease your mind a little bit. So I know, as I said, some people get really stressed and caught up in the, if I do this, then I'm going to feel guilty, and this is going to put loads of weight on, and I need to keep training, I need to eat really well, and all of that. It can be a bit of a minefield. So hopefully it's useful. I'll post it up shortly, and if there's any comments or any questions or anything that you want me to talk about or put more information out covering, then obviously I'm happy to do that as well. But for now, take the hat off. I think that's enough of that. And have a lovely Christmas and New Year, and be happy.